Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and gamers, to a building tutorial of a Greek diagonal building. Let's go. So this is our floor plan for this. I don't want you to worry too much about this. We're going to do a block by block for this part, so don't worry. Over here, where I have it too high of a bone block, this is going to be your base, all right? And from the side of that, this is our front side. I want you to go 1 and 2, and then a stone. 2 more with that, 2 terracotta right here. Ignore that block and ignore this block. Alright, so now we have this one right here, this bone block. We're going to go 1 and 2. And then from here, we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2. This is going to help for the interior, so for the 2 blocks. Let's hop on to the back, and I'm going to show you something. This is how you guys know if you do a diagonal build correctly. See 3 blocks? 1, 2, and 3. You see 3 blocks? 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to hop over here because interesting bits because of how we set this up. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Go over here. You see 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. This last bit is this block right here. But because we have this go forward, we can kind of pick where we want it. I'm going to put it on the outside bit just so we have a little bit more space on the interior to play with. Let's head over to this section where it's going to be a 1, 2, 3. And then from there, it'll be a 1, 2, and 3. And then a 1, 2, and 3. And then after that, get this, a 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and kind of 3. Now, on this build, it's a little different. Because as you can see, this part is actually going to be regressed. So we can't just match it like we did before. So we have to modify it a little bit. But we are going to go 1, 2. Then we're going to go a second 1, 2. After that, though, 1, 2, 3. The bone block is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, kind of 3. That right there is kind of our exterior wall, all kind of set up already. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to start off from this bone block to kind of lay down like our interior wall as well. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Then 1, 2, and 3, and there's a little corner bit. From the corner bit, we're going to turn sideways and go 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and a 3. 1, 2, and a little bone block right there. And that is going to be our little courtyard area that's on the interior. Now, I'm going to do a good chunk of this section off camera, but I will bring these up. So 3, 4, and 5, just to tell you guys the height. You guys, if you're following along, first of all, good for you. I have a struggle to follow along with these kind of things, so that's awesome. But we're going to just bring this one up. 9, 10, and 11 tall. That one is 5 tall. And you guys can just do the exact same thing. So don't forget to count the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Then up here, you guessed it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And then the corner bits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And 12. These are going to be a little higher because of the slant of the roof. These two are the same. I'm going to go do this really quick, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, and welcome back. So, I hope you guys got your pillows all right. I raised this terracotta up to a second block, and from there, we're going to switch to the white. So, the way we're going to do this, you just you fill it in. You paint in the lines, color in the lines, like we did back in the elementary school days, you know? So, for this, you go by the short block. So this is the short one, so you gotta follow the short one. Now I want you to remember, if we were restricted by the way Minecraft kind of generated, all of this be connected to the short one. So we're going to build it like it is connected to the short one. So just go up by 3 more on the top. You just have just a 1 going across. We have a pretty wide area. And over here, it's gonna be 3 tall, all right? Now, this section over here, you go by the short. So, this goes all on up, just like so. And once we get all the way up to here, we stop. Don't bother going over there. Just stop right there, and you're good. You're good. I'm going to do that with all this area really quick. You guys, if you're following along, I suggest pause and do the same. I'll be right back when it's all filled in. All right? All right. Alrighty, and welcome back. I hope you guys did well on that. So, all filled in. You guys just did a lot of the grind. You did great. But let's break these out. We're going to lay in our foundation for this courtyard. So, don't forget, 2 and 1, line up with what you had before. We're going to have it be raised up. So, let's go somewhere like this, and then maybe just something like that. Nice, simple, get up and get it done. So, we're going to fill in this whole area really quick. Just real quick. For those of you that didn't see yesterday, I had a Lorecraft video come out that was not the same build as this, but it's the same style. This, honestly, I love this build that we're doing right now. It might make it into the series, but if you guys want to see more of these diagonal Greek houses style, I suggest going over there. But let's fill all this in really quick. There we go. Let's go over to stone slab. We're gonna start by texturing a little bit. I want you to feel free, feel comfortable. This is your canvas, and you are slightly distracted, and you're still painting. That is the goal right now. Don't really pay attention, kind of just go for it. Don't forget to do the same thing over here with the stairs. All right, there we go. We can bring that up over here. And then you go in and you pay attention. That's way too much here. Never go for the center. That, and there. Feels alright, feels alright. Actually, we did pretty good at least. Anything that feels like there's too much cobble, just add a block. Just add a quick block. But there we go. That gives us a little courtyard to be able to walk right on up there and just feel good. Just feel good. Next, what we're going to do is, this is 5, this is 6, here is 7. On the top of that, put a couple blocks. And we're just going to go all the way around here on the inside and put 2 going out from the walls. Now remember, because they're diagonal, you're going to have things like this. That's fine. That's beautiful. We're able to make that work. Let's go like this, and there we are. Nice little area like so. Let's put a block there. Let's put a block there. Maybe here, and maybe there. The idea is any point there's a corner, kind of, pop in a little something. You know what? Let's live adventurously. Let's grab this. Not there, but here. And head right on down. Not there either. And what we're going to do is give it the sense of a nice solid base by using the stone slab instead of the cobble, because cobble looks like this whole thing is going to fall down pretty soon. But stone slab seems pretty good. Let's go right here now. And like so. There we go. And this one right here. I feel like this looks pretty good. Now, do you want to be able to get into this place? The way we're going to handle that is we're actually going to use some trapdoors. Well, fence gates. I apologize, not trapdoors. So we're going to go right here. Right next to this bone block. Like that. That's how we're going to get in. I think that looks nice. I think that looks cool. Let's head on over here. Maybe... right. Nah, let's live a little adventurously. Right there. And let's come on down here because you need a spot. You need space down here. You need to be able to get into your own house. So there. I think something like that will be good for there. And for the upstairs, let's copy this one. For this one, let's modify it a little bit. Maybe we can go in the middle of this section. And I say let's leave this kind of empty right now. Let's do something fancy with that later. So we got our doors. You walk on in. It feels good. It feels comfortable. Nice, spacious interior. Able to get inside. I like it. I say we're about ready to head up to the roof. So for the roof, we're just going to do a nice, simple little slant. Just a little slant. So there's something like that. Move it up by a half slab. Another half slab. Let's fill that in with some white terracotta. Let's do the same thing over here again, just real quick, because a little confusion over here. So let's start over here. We know it's 2. Have to fill that in. We need about a whole block right there, and a slab and a slab. That would be it. I think that looks good. I think that feels good. And then for the porch overhang, we're gonna do another 2. Nice, simple. If you wanted to, I'll just show you what it looks like. You could also use some trapdoors. So something maybe like this, something like that. If you want it, personally, we're gonna go with that for me. But don't worry, these trapdoors are gonna be used a little more. So do something nice, simple like this for down here, but we kind of just saw this. So let's move up to the actual roof here. Follow as much as you can. Roofs on diagonals are frankly pretty difficult. So we're going to go something like this. If you see an extra corner, break it out. You want it to be a diagonal edge, because, I mean, here, if you have that stacked up, that's 2 blocks in a line. That doesn't make sense. So something like this. And then up here, you can just follow this pretty much. I don't think we have any spot really where we have a real corner added in. We added in a couple things earlier to our baseline to be able to make it so things float a little easier, like with the doors and things like that. So let's go right on across here with the 3. There we go. Most of these are 3s, that's why I said with the 3. Quick 4, and there we go. Now with this, 1, 2, and 3, follow whatever's there. Go underneath, follow whatever's before it. Just continue to do this for a little while. Now, you might be wondering, why did we not start up here? It helps the roof a lot if you build up this little bit first, because the way diagonal roofs work, this is a great theory in practice. This is a great theory in theory, not in practice. There we go. A little bit of a misspeak there. Misspeech. So, let's go. It's a 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now there's a weird gap. All right, there's another 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, I guess we filled in. We have 3 instead of 2 there. That's just kind of how it goes. We have a 3 here, so 1, 2, and a 3. Fill in the gap. Nice and simple there. We have a 3 here. Be a little bit offset toward us, right? Yes, toward us. So 1, oops, and a 2, and a 3. 1, 2, and a 3. Fill that in, I guess. And you guys get it, right? So we're going to go right on along here. 1, 2, and a 3. Fill it on in. Now it's easy. Whatever's left, you're able to just fill in with the layer below, at least on this build. We broke out the corners. We ended up putting them back, but if you do the build a little differently, you don't want it to be this gradual of a slope. Breaking those out is going to help you a lot. Now, I did miss this. Because this goes out, the way this would actually be shaped, we'd have an extra 2 and an extra 2. Because that is a straight line, not this. Even I can forget a little bit sometimes. So, this all looks good. This all looks fine. I'm going to go in here really quick. Bring all these right on out. And then from here on these posts as well, we're just going to connect these up. Nice and easy. Put in one of those. There we go. And again, let's bring it up. And actually, let's do something a little weird here. Let's do something a little creative with this little bit. There. I feel like that looks good. We're going to come back in here a little later with some oak and texture that up. But I feel like this looks pretty good. We're going to move on to the window design. Then we're going to go on to the handrails, which are going to use a lot of trapdoors. Then I think we're going to be off of this hotbar and moving to some other items. All right, so let's hop right into that. So let's set our rule. A nice good rule is always lovely in Minecraft. There we go. That is our window. It is a 2-high fence. Now, the best way to do a rule in Minecraft is to break that rule repeatedly. So let's put it a little high. Let's maybe put only in 1. Let's do something odd. No, we cannot, because we don't have blocks there, so don't bother trying. It's gonna look silly, trust me. Maybe that's it for down here. Maybe that's nice. Let's head on up here. Let's pop in a 2 up here, maybe. We can definitely grab some right there. That'll look nice. Can we? No, we cannot. Can we? No, we cannot. But can we? Yes, we can. There we go. Maybe... I really wanted to put one sideways, but I don't think that's going to be an option. So something like that. I feel like that looks good. That looks nice. Now, we're going to go around here on the outside. This is the hardest part because it's only 2 wide. So you have to kind of limit yourself a little bit. You got to put it against the bone blocks. Otherwise, it's just not going to quite work right. Going to go up here. Do the same thing. Then over here, let's put a 1. Feels a little awkward, but don't worry. We're going to do something to make this look nice in a little while. Now, let's go over here. Sorry if it's a little too bright. Something like that. And something like that. Let's go up here. Is that in line with, No, it's a little low. Actually, is this one a little low? It is actually a little low. Wow. All right, let's bump that up by another block. Let's put that in. Does that line up? No, it does not. Good. I did not want it to line up. Let's pop those in. I just got a quick question. Is there a block on the inside there? Nope. So we're going to leave this actually pretty bare. Just to have inconsistency, because inconsistency makes the Minecraft build. Another one there, because it lines up for consistency's sake, because consistency makes the Minecraft build. I'm not a very consistent person. Alrighty, let's pop this on up here maybe. Let's break out one of these. Maybe, I know that these are all threes, so let's go, you know what? Let's break that rule. Let's pop that there. Maybe we could break it again here. I like that. Let's break that rule. Maybe there. Maybe up here. I think that's good. Fine. And then let's go over here. Something like that. Gotta follow the rules here. It's important, you know. Gotta follow those rules. Alright, let's pop this in over here. Let's pop one right there. And we can't really do anything with that. Don't worry, we'll make it look nice. Alrighty. How does everything look in here? If we hover around this area. Feels pretty good. Windows are at decent heights. I realize I must have grabbed the bone block at some point. Oops, started to fall. Let's head on right back up. Any of these on a weird spot. This all has to, it has to be above this line. Everything's kind of above this line. You're being brought down, son. Let's go over here. There we go. Thank you for listening. I feel like this feels and looks good. It needs to stay above this line, and everything does. So there we go. I think this looks good. I think this looks good. Before we continue too much away from the windows, I'm going to show you how we do the windows here. So I'm going to pop in a temporary block. Click and click with the trapdoors. Then doop, doop. Break that temporary block. Open them. Nice little shutters for it. I think that looks nice, especially with the shaders mod going, if you want to have that going too. Little shadow going down. That looks great, doesn't it? I think it does. Let's pop in another temporary block. Do it again. There we go. And I'm just going to say, doing this in survival mode, if you have whatever direction you are, if you're below the block, put it above. Like if you're down here, you can do it down here. Nice and easy. Nice and simple. Piece of cake. But if you put it on the top, I mean, if you put it down here, it's pretty difficult. Like, try to reach above that. Oh, okay, I'll go here. Not quite what you want. So, nice little life hack for the survival player. Something like that. And I'm going to do the rest of these off screen except for this one. Don't forget to put your block. You always need the block. Otherwise, it's just not going to turn out right. Isn't that just adorable? I think it's adorable. Let me put this on some of the rest of these, and I'll be right back with you guys. There we are. I think this is looking pretty nice. So we got all these little trapdoors up. They all look nice. They all look good. That is one too many. Goodbye and goodbye. If you want, you can have one. Personally, I don't like the look as much. But now, if I can remember correctly the way to place these, we're going to go around here and just line it the best we can. There's a few spots like right here that we can't properly line it. Over here, I'm just going to go something like that. I'm going to go right on around, close all of these. Gives it a nice little overhang when we go underneath. It looks really nice. I think it adds a lot to the build. I really like it. You're able to do that. If you want, you can also pop them on top of it like so. Open all these as well. Got a little bit of a guard while you walk around up here, something like that. You can take it or leave it. We're going to leave it open because we're going to do a lot of stuff up here, and I want you guys to be able to see it and see it well. But I think this is looking good. Next, we're going to head inside and work on the interior a little bit. Oh boy, interiors. All right, guys, you should feel good. We only have to have 2 items on our hotbar for doing the interior. Now, due to just the amount of ways you can kind of take this, we're not going to go in depth on camera as to how you can, but don't worry. I will be showing you a possible way to do the interior and a lot of other details at the end of this video. But for this, you just want to make a flat roof along the top of this, going along where the bottom visible slabs are, nice and simple, just to make it so it's a little more appealing from the top, because, well, it looks better. That nice flat bit, or where it's inconsistent, because consistency is key, except when it isn't. So something along those lines. There we go. And down here, because consistency is key, let's start off right here. This looks pretty good to me. Obviously, you'll have to light this up if you don't want anything spawning inside your house, but that's not too difficult to do. And I think here would be a good spot for us to put in a door. No, it would not. This would be a good spot for us to put in a door. So we're going to go something along these lines. Go across, up, and just head right on up to the top. Fill this all in, nice, slick, and smooth. There we go. And because consistency is key, of course, we're going to go down. Because consistency, it can ruin a Minecraft build, so be careful. Gonna go like this. Now, we do have to keep in mind of one bit, and we're actually there right now. This, the way we're able to make this work. Oh, we did need a regular terracotta. I apologize. The way we're able to make this work is by basically, we add the wall in by basically we put in an interior wall. So there we are. Let's maybe, this is a nice wide area, so I say let's make it kind of thematic in the center. Just one little quick tip for you guys when you build. The reason why some of you may say that it feels a little odd when you have a build that's kind of like everything kind of lined up, everything was in the middle. This is a bold statement, and it can really modify a build. Now, as you can see, we're kind of doing things a little odd on the inside. We're not following the outer diagonal. This is going to make it so the inside feels a little bit more interesting, while also not making it hard on us to be able to complete. And we have it again. So, we're going to take our block, right on up. And do we want to split this into 2 rooms? I would say so. So let's head on over here. Bring it right on up. Closer to the wall. Sounds good to me. Like so. And there we are. And of course, because consistency is so important, we're going to just bring this right on across at the same level. And there we are. Awesome. Isn't that great? And if you wanted to, you could do the same thing with these. Just like that. Pop this in. Go. Nice and simple. Fun little quick tip before I do the same thing upstairs. I don't think you guys need to watch it twice, so I'll do that off camera for you guys, just to keep this a little shorter for you. You want to make a division in the room where it's like, this is a private bedroom. Banners work great. You can walk right through it still. They go on to trapdoor, on defense case, they're not trapdoors, somebody. And they honestly, they feel good for the Greek style. So I'm going to do the same thing up here, up and down for a couple bits. Put in the doors here because we're going to use the exact same here, like where we put these walls in. There's a door. Maybe there's a door. And we'll make it work. I'll be back in a little bit, as soon as I can fly through here. There we go. Alright guys, with that done. Honestly, we're getting pretty close to where it's kind of just up to whatever you guys would really like with this, but I'm going to show you guys a little bit of what I like to do. I like to add these dark oak buttons, start on the second block on every bone block, just go all the way up. It just adds that little something, a little extra bit, and I think it looks really nice. Another thing I really like to do is up top here, put down these flower pots. It makes it feel like it has that like spiked roof kind of feel, you know? Why not we go every single one? Let's see how that looks really quick. I think that can look really good. Does that have a weird... Ah, the shaders is glitching a little bit with it. That's lovely. I feel like that works. A nice little spike top, give a little bit of interest. I like it. Another thing that is so important, let's grab us a little bit of grass. For in here, you have to add a little something. So I like adding little like orange tulips, especially since it kind of goes with the naturally kind of red terracotta, but doesn't go so well with it that it's too much of the same. I like to add a little bit of birch, just to be able to add another wood type, makes it feel like it's a different little bit, and it draws attention to the eye. Pop in a couple of these, make things look good. We're going to continue this a little more. At the end, I'll showcase what I'm able to do with this. But another thing, it can be a little tricky, I'll be honest. Putting in good bushes. So what we want to do is we want to pick probably corners and do something along those lines. Doesn't have to go out every time. Maybe we could pop one right here. These are nice little bushes. Simple things. That works as well. You don't have to do anything too complicated. Maybe the front, everyone's walking here. It's a little more maintained. But over here, nice little bushes. Let's pop one just right there. Next though, and this is where this gets interesting. So this is a slab. You can't, it's a little bit of a bump, but you can go down and act as if these are vines. Go directly over the window if you want. It's great. Trapdoors are awful for this though, so that's why we go over and we come back. Maybe we go something like this. Looks all right, but it needs something a little extra. So maybe it splits here, goes down. Goes down like that. Nice little something like that. Then maybe we have a vine here. And to stop the vine from growing, we just put in something like that. I want one up there as well. Maybe something along those lines. Vines are like, they're good up here, less down here, maybe a little more. So let's maybe go right there. Maybe this one goes all the way down from up here. Something like that. I think that looks good. Maybe we can add in a couple right there. Just something like that. Add a little bit of greenery, add a little bit of depth. Leaves are great for making a build pop. It all comes from like up here, something along those lines. Maybe we could pop up another one right there or something like that. Maybe it's going this way a little bit. Now obviously it looks a little silly when it comes to these bits right here. Can't change it too much, but what you can do Alrighty guys, I hope you really enjoyed this diagonal Greek build. I personally had a blast with it. It is something that I kind of have always wanted to try. I wanted to see if I could do a diagonal build in a style that I'm not the most familiar with. And don't get me wrong, this was not the first attempt. There was a lot of tries before this, but I hope this was able to be informative, able to help you guys out, and I hope you guys maybe picked up a little bit of inspiration from this. Thank you guys so much for checking in. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll catch you guys back here sometime soon with the next one. Goodbye.